Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of A Dialogue With. And today we're having a little dialogue with Mr. Omega Man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Codic channel once again.
Yeah. So I have to confess this first up. We've done an episode, I think 6 months ago, right?
Long ass time ago.
Long time ago. But there were some recording issues and technical difficulties, so unfortunately that episode had to be binned, and then I basically just postponed it up until now.
Basically, I had to hold them at gunpoint in order for him to get this episode out.
Yes. But no, yeah. It's actually good that we waited that long, because now we have new things to talk about, so it won't be the exact same thing.
That's what I was worried about. Like the first time when you said, "Oh, we could just do it again," so we're literally just gonna talk about the same things that we were talking about again. Like it just wouldn't feel as
authentic.
I guess.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had the same worries, so I decided to postpone it a bit, but I did not mean this long. But that's just me procrastinating. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, welcome to the third episode. This is basically the second episode, but we had a Star Wars podcast before that you were a part of, the May 4th. I count that as the second episode, but normally, of course, the way with the Dialogue With series is I want to talk to everyone in chronological order and how I've met them. You are the second, as you know. I actually, as I said in the Power Pack podcast, I'm not sure if I knew you before or after I met Power Pack. That's still something I don't know.
Because I think it was after Power Pack, because I remember you introduced me to them, so...
I knew you... I didn't really know you, but I knew of you before, because I saw you in streams.
You knew her existence.
Yeah, I saw you in the Battlefront community streams, from Ro and everyone else in there. And I think I don't know. Just, this is a good thing. We've talked about this before, but, we have to repeat it for this podcast. And I've totally... I have actually forgotten it a bit, so this will be a good freshening up. But how do you remember our first interaction? How did you meet me and stuff? Can you talk about that?
I actually remember the first time that I was in your chat. It was during the Modern Warfare, what was it? Gunfight Alpha, the 2v2 stuff.
Yeah.
It was literally, it was only me, and I remember I was watching on my lunch break at school. I was watching the entire stream, and you modded me that day, so I felt kind of special about that. Your boy got hired as a mod on the channel from the first day. So
yeah, see, that's the difference. Nowadays, it's not that easy to be a mod anymore.
I'm not even a mod on your Twitch, bro. I don't even show up to that.
Proof. But no, yeah. So yeah, you met me through the Modern Warfare stream, but of course, you knew of me before that. Because you didn't randomly stumble upon my channel.
I think Ro linked your stream in her Discord server. I think that's how either you linked yours or she linked yours. I don't remember which way it was, but because I don't think that I was just subbed to your channel. Because I'll admit this right now. The whole Battlefront community thing, I didn't do the whole sub for sub thing, okay? I only subbed to people that I would actually, watch their content on.
Same.
So,
Same.
That's not anything against anybody. It's just, I'm not going to, subscribe to your channel if, I'm not going to be watching your channel, there's really no reason, because that's just a number with no viewer, so.
Exactly. I had the exact same thing, because I basically made that rule to myself in 2013. Don't know if you were around on YouTube, but the sub for sub thing was insane at that time. Everyone did it, so it basically means that a lot of people's in the early community, in the small community, a lot of subs doesn't really, matter in the early stages back then. So since then, I've decided I won't do that sort of stuff. But no, exactly, in the Battlefield community, it was a very good thing though, because that's how how I also got found. But I also made sure to say, and I told people as well, I'm gotta check out your channel. If I like it, I'll sub. If I don't like it, then no hard feelings. So we are similar when it comes to that. But no, yeah, okay, yeah. So you met me. I didn't know that you actually found me through the self-promotion tab thing. I don't know if I did it or if she linked my stream.
That's what I mean. I don't remember how I found it, but I do remember that is how I found it. through that stream.
You know what my memory, the earliest memory is that I have with you? It
Oh
was in
no.
a stream chat before you ever came to my stream. It was in a stream chat, and we had a conversation. I don't know about what, something Star Wars related, because it was
Of
of course a
course.
Battlefront stream, and I don't know. We had a small conversation, and then I think you were also invited to be, participate in the stream. And then I heard your voice. I wasn't in there because I don't know. Did I
I
decline
think
or
it
was
probably
it?
was. If it was through any chat, it was probably Rose chat.
No, it
Because
was
I
for
don't think
sure
we're.
Roast Jet. I think for
Yeah.
sure it was for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, but so in my mind back then I had like you. I had you linked with Anto because it seemed that the two of you were playing the most together. I don't know if you still do, but
Yeah.
back then it's
Yeah, we don't play too much anymore. I haven't really talked to that dude in a while, I'll be honest.
me neither.
But
Me neither. If you're
I'm not
listening to
really.
this, because I know he's subbed to my channel. He comments from time to time. If you listen to this, hit me up. Hit me up, boy. Hit me
Yeah,
up.
Crazy stopped in one of my recent streams the other day, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Crazy also because he's
Yeah.
of course busy in real life, but he every so often
Uh,
also appears to my stuff.
from what I've heard, Anto has actually been working on his music a shit ton. Like he's been getting some shows and stuff going. So
Oh, nice. Bro, I
yeah, he's
hope he
been.
succeeds. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's a good dude. Good dude. But
I
no,
think I heard
yeah.
that from Crazy. I don't remember where I exactly heard that from, but
I have no clue. But no. But no, yeah, so that was the first interaction we had, and I remember I think it was somewhere, it was a zombie stream. I was playing with Powerpack, you were in the chat, I think the next day or
uh-huh.
2 days after. And then you basically asked, who are you streaming with? And I said, okay, oh, it's Powerpack. He
Who
said
are these?
Lincoln.
Who are these English fuckers inside
Who are
of your
these
chat right
English
now?
little bastards?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've seen a comment like that a lot of times, and most of the time when you give the name or give the link, they do absolutely nothing with it. And that's honestly what I expected from you as well, because I didn't really know you then. I provide the link, and I thought, okay, well, he's probably gonna check him out once, and that's it. But no, you actually went to the streams like every time since then. I was like, wow, I actually got to, I actually gave Powerpack a quote unquote viewer because I was like bragging about it to them, like, "Hey, listen, you owe me, guys, you owe me." And no, you're yeah. It's weird
I
because now
mean,
you're like in
yeah,
the inner circle.
yeah, I stopped in the stream. I'm pretty sure. I'm just like these dudes literally have like their chemistry is like absolutely insane.
Yeah,
Like they literally bounce off of each other so fucking well. And I mean, they're British, so I mean, obviously everything that they say is just fucking hilarious because of the accent. It's just how it works. If you have an accent, everything is just 1,000 times funnier for some fucking reason.
yeah.
Their chemistry with you was really well, like worked really well as well. You told me this once. You're just like, if these dudes work hard enough, they will, they'll get big one day. Power Pack, that statement still stands, but I mean, you got to get the content out. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying that because, well, I'm kind of a hypocrite when it comes to that shit. But like,
Well, no, you're telling the truth though.
that's
You're telling the truth
yeah,
because I still hold firm on that belief that that's Powerpack is the most has the most potential to literally grow
yeah.
beyond a million subs easily, but they are too busy with real life and whatever. But I don't know
They
if
have lives,
they have
just
lies. If I literally can say anything, if they're listening, if there is a chance you can drop a few things in your actual life, it sounds mad, but if there's a chance you actually drop a few things you do in real life and you focus on YouTube, you'll be set for life. Trust me, it just needs to be out there. And but the same goes for you, Omega Man. You just need better equipment like a mic and actual
Oh yeah, no,
PC.
that's the reason why I haven't been doing anything. It's not because I could be streaming every day, yeah, sure, but like I want to do video creation. I like editing, I like recording, the stupid shit we do while we're playing. I love doing that. But the problem is, I would have to do that with SharePlay or not SharePlay. What's it called? Share Factory. I'm
Share
not trying to
Factory.
do that
Yeah.
again. I'm not trying to go all the way back in time to the Stone Age and try to do that again. And you know how long it took me to even turn this goddamn computer on? Yeah, I could use this computer technically to edit, but it took me 3 hours to even get this thing fully functioning. This thing is terrible.
Yeah,
It's just extremely tedious. Like if I wanted to edit a video, I think it would probably take half the time of editing just to turn on the damn computer.
That's the thing, yeah. I remember before I had this equipment, which took real long. You remember, I've been doing YouTube since 2011. I always thought it was 2013, but it was actually 2011. I double checked my last account that I had. But anyway, I've been doing YouTube since 2011, even videos before that era, before I discovered YouTube in my own time. Ever since the beginning of the Codic channel, which is 2019, 2018. So that's almost 7 years I had to do with absolute dog shite equipment. So I know how it feels. It's basically holding you back. It's everything. So I decide basically after my last channel got shut down, for the copyright thing, of course, or the false flagging, I mean. I basically took a 2-year break. I did some videos on and off on some other channels, but I didn't really commit like I do on this channel. So I took basically a 2-year hiatus, waited for all the equipment that I could get, and then the story of Codic began. So I really hope, just tell me if that's not your plan, but I really hope you are playing the same thing. That you basically
Oh yeah, no. I
waiting.
just because the problem is I need to get like everything going first because I don't know. I don't remember the last time I told you, but I am getting my GED and shit going, trying to get all that out of the way so that I can get a job, get a decent income flowing in, and then start getting some equipment that way. But
Yeah.
I don't really have any source of income yet because I'm trying to get through all that shit so I can at least have some sort of diploma going in.
Exactly. So can you say, I don't know if you want to share it, can you share, say what you're studying for?
Well, no, it's a GED. This is just because I was doing shit in high school, basically. So, to everyone who's still in high school, don't do what I did and do dog shit and be lazy. Don't do that because then you have to do what I do, where I basically left around halfway through my senior year, which is the last year of high school for you, because I know you guys have it different. It's literally just the final year of high school.
Yeah.
So I was failing a couple of my classes, but I've been failing a few of my classes since 2 years before. I'm not gonna, or sophomore year technically, but I know for you it's different.
Yeah.
But so basically, I had to just leave because I was so far behind that I would literally just have to be like retaking classes for like 3 extra years. So I'm doing this instead, where it's basically like about like a 4 month ish thing. It's probably gonna take a little longer or less, but where I basically just take one massive test with everything, and I basically just study for one test for however long I need to, and
So
that's basically
how's your progress
and
going?
I get it done with that.
How's your progress right now? Are you happy with where you are?
Yeah,
at the
I mean,
moment?
I've taken a few practice tests. I've gotten pretty good scores for the most part. My reading score is obviously extremely high because, well, I can read. No figure. My reading score was literally to the point where they couldn't put the number on the fucking paper. Like, they just had a plus sign next to the highest score because the system couldn't put it that high. Because I'm just that fucking good, But the math one. The math one, they completely fucked me though. I was so pissed off. What they did with the first one, I got a pretty decent score. Obviously I'm not a great math student or anything, but I got a decent score, right in the middle. The next test, they started throwing these random questions in that we haven't learned or anything. So then I get a lower score than I did on the first one. So then my counselor's out here just like, so James, what's going on here? Why in the world did you get a lower score? And it's like, I don't know.
Math is
But
just
as of right now,
yeah.
as of right now, I'm taking science and math. Those are the two that I am working on right now because, well, reading, I have a high score. I don't really need to work on that, but
Bro, science. You know what I did in high school with science? So basically, our schools are in the nation, in like, the Netherlands. It's
yeah.
they're a little different. Like we have one test that the whole country takes at the same time. That's like your finals, that's your exam, if you will, at the last year. But
I think we
besides
have
that,
something like that too.
oh yeah, okay. Well, but besides that, schools basically have their own liberties, if you will. Like one school starts science in the first year, the other school starts science in the second year. I moved schools when I was in the second year, and my school started science in the second year. So I basically had science for 1 year, and I moved halfway through that year to another school because I had to move houses and cities. And I went to another school where I am, in the city that I'm at right now, and they started science in the first year. So I just, without any of my faults or issues, I was a year behind on science. So what I did, I basically told the school, they basically tried to give me extra work or whatever. I am not doing that. I'm lazy. So what I've done, I've cheated my way through that year. Full on cheated. Looked at the paper
I
next
mean,
to
hey,
me. But the thing
I
is,
mean, hey, I don't live with my dad anymore, and I don't not a huge fan of him. But here's the thing: he taught me one thing, and that I still keep close to me.
Mhm.
If you're gonna be cheating in school, he has one rule: just don't get caught. That's it. That's all he said. You know, he's okay with
It's
you doing
true.
it. Just don't get
It's
caught.
true.
That's it. You know,
Ladies and gentlemen,
don't get caught.
I did not get caught. I passed barely on science, and I dropped it the first chance I had. That was after the third year. We can choose the subjects we want to keep. Science got yeeted out of my out of my thing. I know nothing about science. Absolutely zero. I was a year behind, cheated my way through the year, and I
You
finished
want
it
to
with like
know?
the minimum requirement, and I'm out.
Do you want to know something funny? People say that science is like, it's like a good portion of it is math, and honestly, I was like, I agreed with them, obviously, but what happened, I think 2 weeks ago, really sealed the deal for me. I was like, this wow, it literally is just like a second math class sometimes, isn't it? Because we literally were learning something in science class. The day after in math class, we were the same fucking thing. Like I'm just like,
Wow.
and the teacher was looking at me when I was like literally answering the questions right as he asked them. He's just like, "How do you know this?" I'm just like, yeah, I'm a genius. No, I'm kidding. But I literally just we learned this yesterday. Like, and everyone was like looking at me in the class, like, please, I looked like a fucking smartass, literally answering the questions right as he asked them. But I'm just like, we already learned this. I just want to move on to the next stuff. I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
That's the thing, yeah. Like I don't know about the science part. Like I said, I didn't even know a thing at that moment. I barely paid attention. But I know for physics, because I did, I was a year ahead of on biology, I think. Physics I wasn't. But on biology I was a year ahead, so because we started in the first year and the other school in the second one, so haha, easy grade. But no, for physics, that was the same thing. Like the things you learn in math translate over into physics. Like I don't know if you guys call it actually, if you guys actually called physics. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we have physics. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's like the official name, but no, I've noticed that exactly. It's literally just the same thing, which is just different focuses. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. I hate numbers. I hate math. I hate everything when it comes to that sort of
The
stuff.
numbers codec. What do they mean?
Bro, I suck at math. I
Me looking at an algebra question.
I don't think I even passed math in my exams. Did I? I didn't pass. I didn't get a passable grade, but we can compensate. Like we can have one core class in exams that you can have like that you can basically fail in. And I failed in math, but I compensated with my other classes. Cause I got like you need to. We have like a different system than you guys. We have like numbers instead of letters. But if I remember correctly, if a grade is above a C plus, you can use that grade to compensate one of your other thingies that are an F or whatever.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, we don't have that. At least I don't have that in any of my districts that I've been in.
Well, it's to balance it out. I don't know. It's a really difficult system to explain, but it saved so many people,
I
including me.
mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because like if you're literally passing everything else and you literally have one grade that's slipping because, well, I don't know, whatever excuse it might be, whether you just suck at it or the teacher sucks, you can literally, I guess it does kind of make sense to just be like, yeah, I guess we just kind of average this out just a little bit. Like maybe just bump it up by one letter grade. Like obviously if you're failing the whole class, like maybe, yeah, just maybe bump it up to like a high D or something. Because you don't want them to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna not do this class just so I can, average it out later. But
Yeah, but it has its restrictions because I know you guys call your things an F, but we have like different variations in F. Like basically, our grades are a number out of 10. A 5.5 out of 10 is the absolute minimum on passing that test. So anything below a
okay,
five,
so you guys just kind of do it just like percentages is then, because yeah, like
sort
ten
of.
percent, because
Yeah,
yeah, 10, yeah, 1 point is just 10%, 2 points. It's like 1 to 5 points is like F territory then basically, and then six
yeah.
would be
But
C,
sometimes we
D.
literally have. It's really weird because sometimes we have tests that basically have 120 points that you can achieve, and it's like I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know how the grading system works. But you can only compensate if you have a minimum of a 4.5 as a grade. Anything below 4.5 is like absolute fail, and then there's no way you
Get
can
the fuck
compensate.
out of the class level
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah. But no, yeah. No, anyway, that was it for school for now. I have a question. Like, why did you want to start YouTube? What did you? Yeah, what dragged you in this little
Ooh, the big
community?
question. Okay.
Yeah. And when did you start doing
I,
YouTube?
that second question is the more cringy one, but the first one was just because one of my friends, I'm not gonna name him because, well, I'm not really friends with him anymore. I'm not on good terms with him, so fuck him. But anyway, I saw that he was doing YouTube. I was like, that's pretty cool. I guess making content and stuff seems pretty fun. So if you actually want to know how I started my channel, it was not anything console related. I was actually a Clash Royale channel when I first made my channel. I had downloaded one of those free screen recorder apps on my phone, and I just recorded my screen while playing Clash Royale, and I thought I was the coolest fucking YouTuber ever, dude. Like, there was no editing at all. Like, I literally would just play like 4 or 5 matches. I'd lose like 3 of them because I sucked ass at the game, and then I'd just be like, all right, that's it for today's video, and then I'd end it. And my voice was squeaky as shit. I'm glad that those videos are in the shadow realm now, nowhere to be seen anymore. I think they're private and they're gone. But the first thing that's actually on my channel is a Battlefront 2 stream, and I didn't talk a whole lot. Like even Swag came into my stream sometimes, or he looks back at them. I mean, while we're playing, and he'll be like, "Why the hell are you like not talking at all?" And it's just like, 'cause I don't know. I don't think I was really shy. It's just like I didn't quite understand the whole concept of just like talking to people when no one's there, which I do now because like I obviously know that now. But when there was no one in the chat, I kind of just played like how I would if no one was there. Like if I wasn't streaming or anything, I just was silent. I talk occasionally because I talk to myself while I play, and that was about it.
Interesting. And when did you start? Which year?
Shit, hold on. About maybe 2016? 17? Let me check. Hold on, pulling it up real quick.
Alright, okay.
17, yeah.
And this
June
is
16th.
And that was your first channel ever that you've posted on?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
2016. Nice, okay. So you're, in my mind, I have like different quote-unquote generations of YouTubers. There are the first one, I call them the boomers. They're literally from the existence of the site, which I think is 2006, until like 2009. Those are like the boomers. Then are the late boomers, where I'm a part of, which is 2009 till 2013. In that era where Minecraft was absolutely huge. And then you have Yep. And then you have 2013 till 2016-ish, 2017-ish. That's like the late bloomers. The late bloomers, like it's your category. And then you have the YouTubers from now, which are in 2017 till 2022, where I am really, really, really surprised that they exist. Because for me, it's really weird, How did you start a YouTube channel so late? And some of them, a lot of them, are doing amazing and way better than me. And I'm really salty about that. But
it's all about the algorithm, man. You gotta throw yourself into that shit. You gotta play the popular game, the trends, which I don't ever like doing, which is why I probably won't be all that big.
But
I ain't about to be playing Roblox Squid Game parodies, bro. I ain't trying to do that shit. I don't care how many views it's getting. That ain't worth it.
Fun fact. One of the first videos I posted on YouTube, one of the first, is a Roblox video. That's
Phantom Forces plat level gameplay.
It's actually called. It was a Call of Duty one on Roblox. That's a little exclusive. Never said before. But the first time I actually blew up was on a Minecraft videos. I made one. I made one elevator tutorial with a server plugin, but I didn't, of course, say that in the title, which I had to do later on because I kept getting the same questions like, it doesn't work. And I said, do you have a server? No. Well, it says server plugin. Anyway, that video hit over 50k views, I think, in like a few weeks.
Yeah, okay. Big numbers.
First time I blew up. And I'm still salty. Like, imagine if, I was growing steadily. I literally could have been an amazing big YouTuber by now, but I would have done it in Dutch then. So maybe it's better I didn't. But no, yeah. So interesting, very interesting. So it's
Speaking
2016.
speaking of videos that are blowing up in quotation marks, at least for me, this
Mhm.
video that I made about it was made a whole ass year ago. For some reason, I think it had like 100 views about like a month ago. I check it, I'm getting like shit tons of comments in my YouTube creators feed. I was like, I haven't made a video in like I don't know what, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Why the fuck am I still getting uh, comments? So I checked. They're all on my video talking about PC players complaining about aim assist on Apex
Oh,
Legends.
yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
this
that video.
video nearly has 800 views. For some reason, this video has just started popping off for some reason. It's slowed down now. Like I don't think it hasn't really gotten too many views now. But it was like every single like day, I would refresh it. It's like 200 new views. 100. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? And
That's
why this video? Because I rewatching the video, I hated the way I edited that video. It felt so rushed. Some of the effects were like kind of like too intense. Like it was really bad. Like I did not like how the video was. And it's always the bad videos that are the ones that do well too. The ones where I
facts.
literally take hours and hours of my time. Like I think that video, how long is it? It's 5 minutes long. That video probably took me 15 minutes to edit, max. Like that
Damn.
video did not take very long. But then let's see, my Call of Duty video, my Warzone video, 18 views. My Search and Destroy video, 39 views. So the videos that I literally take nearly days to edit are the ones that get shafted by the algorithm. But you know it's fine.
It's fine. It says behind the tier. But no, that's yeah. That's why I tell people. I tell people to basically because there are people who private their videos all the time, and I say just leave them all up because from my own experience and what's happened to you as well. For some reason, after a few months or years, a video just randomly blows up. Like, and the thing is, it doesn't blow up once. I'm pretty sure your video will blow up again in the algorithm. That's
Here's another weird video. Remember that Banana Mag video that I made
oh
with
yeah.
these voice lines? Yeah, 258 views. It's 48 seconds long. Like what?
Oh
It's not even
boy.
like a short either. Like I know that like shorts get you a shit ton of views, but it's not even a short. Like it's literally just a normal ass video.
It's the algorithm. It's the algorithm. Oh boy. But no, okay. I have an interesting question for you, okay?
Okay.
So, out of let's keep it in the circle. The OGs, you know? That's the people, you know, the OGs. That's
Yeah.
basically me, you, Powerback, and Wubdub.
Hmm.
Which of these people, excluding you, do you think will just simply never blow up, or will blow up the latest? I'm gonna have
Ouch!
to
You're
throw
gonna
some.
make me.
I,
You're gonna
th-
make me throw someone under the bus,
I
huh?
have to
Holy
do some
shit!
controversy. You know the podcast they thrive on it,
Oh fuck.
and this is a safe space. You know, no one's getting offended
Okay, so here's the thing. I
unless you
want
say me, then I will be offended. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say you just because of the fact that I feel like Wubdub and Power Pack have more potential than me or you, but at the
Mhm.
same time, Power Pack just probably isn't going to blow up just because of the fact
They're
that
not
they're
gonna
not putting
upload.
out content. Yeah. So it's not at the fact that they don't have good content. That's not what it is. It's just they're not putting in the effort. Which again, I'm not insulting them for because well, it's not like I do.
You
So I
are.
mean like but I'm just saying, if I had to choose anyone, it would probably be them. It's nothing personal, Fred and Jamie. I had to take the shot. I had to take a shot. I had to.
Ooh, okay.
Cody had 3 snipers lined up at each apartment. I had to choose one.
But no, this is in assuming the perfect world. So then it will be me, right? Assuming
Yeah, it would
everyone's on
probably.
the
Yeah,
okay, interesting,
assuming everyone is
interesting.
doing consistent uploads. Just because from the update video that I saw WubDub do, he seems like he's gonna be like trying to get a shit ton of projects going.
Oh,
Like
Wobbers,
he
he
seems like he has a
has
lot of
a
stuff lined
lot
up.
of projects and a
Yeah.
lot of networking. Is all I can say. That man's on a grind right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm flipping a coin by the way while you're talking. Okay, I've a question for you and the people watching. So I'm also gonna put it to Spotify. So I basically have to say the things that I'm doing. But I have a
Okay.
coin right here. Head or tails?
Tails.
All right, flipping it. It is. What's this called again? Oh, this is head, because tails is the number. Yeah, it's head, so you're wrong. You lose basically everything. Okay.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna like make us do something, but it's just like, oh, okay, you wanted me to take a
No, you
long
just
thing to
lose in
do.
general, like in life, it's over. uh, okay, so if you ever make your comeback, you have your equipment and everything ready.
Right.
You're ready, you're ready to be a YouTuber. What is the first video you're gonna make, or what is the type of videos you will make?
Depending on if the game is still having, if it's depending on if I'm still having fun with this game, it'd probably be Halo Infinite because I've been playing this game for the past couple days, and I gotta say, it's looking pretty good so far. It's looking way better than Call of Duty. It's looking better than Battlefield. Because Battlefield's a fucking mess right now, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
not good.
like Halo was on my number 2 spot for hyped games. It was It went like the top 3 titans of release dates this year. It was Battlefield, Halo, and then COD, like from best to worst. But Battlefield and Halo have swaps. Like Halo is just so fucking fun right now. I don't remember the last time that I had this much fun with Halo. I played MCC quite a bit, but like I really went out of my way to get placed in the ranked like area of this game. Like I
Damn.
don't, you know how I typically don't play ranked game modes, but I
Yeah.
was just having so much fun with it. I just said fuck it, and I got placed in gold 5. So I mean, it's not bad. I'm like above average player, so I'm having a lot of fun with the game. So yeah, if I did get my equipment and Halo is still going strong, that's probably the first video that I would probably make. But the
Okay.
problem is, it probably would have to be with friends because solo commentaries aren't really my thing. Like I've tried them, yeah, but I don't really have as much fun editing them as I do like the fun tages with like you or Power Pack or just any of my friends. I feel like those are a lot more fun to edit and subtitle and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, fun fact by the way about Halo, I recently installed it
Oh
and
yeah?
I am unable to play it.
Why is that?
After a few years, for the first time, I've reached the limit when it comes to my hardware. So I don't have the best PC out of them all. It does the job. Thankfully, it does the job. But I have a console basically. That was my thing. Like the new games, I'm gonna buy a console. My PC are just for older games, emulators, and editing. Of course, Halo is an Xbox game, so I don't have it on PlayStation. Unable to get it. So I thought, okay, let's do it on Steam. It's gonna be one of the first, new games I'll do. My graphic card doesn't have enough VRAM, so it doesn't have enough memory to handle Halo. So
Man has a boomer computer. He's got the
it's already outdated after a few years. My computer is now outdated when it comes to the new releases. But yeah, I won't be able to play Halo then, unfortunately. But no, hey,
Damn, that sucks.
it's
Yeah, I've been
it's
playing on Xbox One. I've been locked at 30 frames and I'm still having fun with it. Like the game is not really made for Xbox One because well, on the Series X I think it can run at 120 frames, but I'm out here locked at 30. But you want to know what this game has that most games don't even bother to put in? They have a fucking FOV slider on console, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why more games don't have that, but you can turn off the motion blur. You can put on custom keybinds for your controller. Like you
ooh,
literally, like
I didn't know
I know
that.
it's crazy. Like I don't know why so many of these new AAA releases are just like, no, we don't need that. Like when's the last time that Call of Duty had a FOV slider on console? The answer is it never has had one, and I don't know why. Like,
Isn't it on Vanguard? I don't have the game, but I'm pretty sure it's on Vanguard.
I don't have Vanguard either.
It's
Actually, no, I think it was on Cold War. So maybe Cold War and Vanguard, they're finally starting to move over. But like
yeah.
Modern Warfare, all the way back, just nothing. No FOV slider for console ever.
All right, I have one final topic we can talk about, and then I have to end the podcast. But we're of course we have to talk about Star Wars, and I kept it till the end
Oh
because
yeah, of course.
I know not a lot of people are Star Wars fans, so now we're going to the Star Wars portion. Um, I don't know if I want to talk to you about this right now or if I want to wait for more people. So I'm gonna wait for more people, I think, and I'm gonna discuss something else. Um, I wanted to talk about the Bad Batch season 1, but I think I'll wait and I'll do it with you, Jamie, and stuff.
Oh, what a disappointment. Oh shit.
And that's why I wanted to discuss it. But
I
for
can
now
go
we're
on for
gonna
a while on that.
we're gonna put it in a pod right now, and we're gonna revisit it later. But have you heard about the casting calls in the Ahsoka show?
I have not.
So, of course, Hayden Christensen has been cast as Anakin. Ahsoka herself is going to be in there. It's the live action show. And yesterday, Sabine got casted. So you've watched the Rebels finale, right?
Yeah.
So this basically confirms they're now gonna go look for Ezra and Thrawn. And what do you think about this show and this story? Are you interested in it?
I mean, like it is Star Wars. I like Ahsoka as a character, and my thoughts on all the Rebels characters. Like they're serviceable, like they're okay. I really didn't feel too connected to them all that much, but I mean, honestly, I'm just happy to see anything Star Wars related at this point. But I just kind of wish that at some point we start branching off into new characters instead of basing it
Agreed.
off of characters we already know. I
Yeah.
hope that once we get the Ahsoka show, the Obi-Wan show, the Boba show out of the way, we can start. Because don't get me wrong, I want to see these characters expanded upon, but I'm just talking about I want new characters. Like look what they did with the Mandalorian. His name is literally the Mandalorian. Like I know he has a name, but like his name is just his kind, and he's like one of the most popular Star Wars characters.
Yeah. It's definitely a sign that new stuff will do good if they're
Yeah.
handled correctly. That is. Now, I'm actually worried about the story that they're gonna tell being in live action and also not under control of Timothy Zahn, who's the creator of basically the expanded universe, if you will, from Legends. He created the first books with Luke Skywalker's Academy, Mara Jade, and those people, Thrawn, of course. He also writes the canon books in Thrawn, which are absolutely amazing. Right now, the last book of the prequel trilogy, which isn't the actual prequel that we know, but Thrawn's prequel in the Unknown Regions. I'm listening to that right now because that's the last one that came out like a week ago. But his books are amazing, and honestly, I really hoped that this story will be told in a book, because what they've been alluding at in the books is that on Thrawn's world and basically the whole Unknown Regions, there will be a civil war. You know the Yuzong Fong from Legends?
Name sounds familiar.
It was basically that huge alien race that after the Empire, they came to test the new Republic, and they were a ruthless. Like it was worse than the Clone Wars, that war. And of course they.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember you telling me that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
It was an amazing story that they've wiped away, and we got the sequels instead. But so Timothy Zahn basically tried to reintroduce them under a different name, the Grisks. So this huge civil war is gonna happen, and people were speculating that because Thrawn is not a bad guy. I know you watched Rebels, and you probably had the impression that he was a bad guy, but he is far from it. He basically uses the Empire so he can have a powerful ally. But I'm being called. Let me just quickly throw this away. But no, basically, so the theories are, and what the author was alluding to is, hey, Ezra and Thrawn are probably in the Unknown Regions. Thrawn cannot return back to the Empire because he was about to be executed. Palpatine knew he was basically playing both sides, and he basically, in a Palpatine quote, said, a servant on both sides is no servant at all. Or no, a servant with divided loyalties is no servant at all. So Thrawn was about to be executed, but of course, in Rebels, he got carried away. So it was thought, since he will never return back to the Empire, he's probably convincing Ezra to take care of the Civil War. And they don't know any Jedi in the Unknown Regions. They don't exist. So Ezra will be the first Jedi to basically... That will be a huge surprise tool. So imagine this huge civil war that was happening, this huge war in the Unknown Regions with a Jedi, with Thrawn's military genius. And just imagine that being thrown away because they are literally unable to do that in live action because that will cost way too much money.
I mean, I don't think it's a matter of money. It's just money. The hell. I don't think it's a matter of money. It's just a matter of if they tell the story right, really. Because I mean, they're using Disney money. Like, if they really wanted to, they can make some big, massive ass battle if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
They could definitely do that if they wanted to. It's just a matter of if the story's going to be good.
But I don't think
I
the
would be
story
more
will be
concerned
good.
about that rather than the visuals.
Because the leaks were saying that, it will all the shows will come into a crossover event where Thrawn is also in, and the leaks were saying that Thrawn is the main villain. But in the comics, not comics, in the canon, not canon, the novels that are canon, it's literally been confirmed that he is not a freaking villain. He's probably going to be executed by the Empire. So why would he return? Because the leaks were basically saying
Star Wars is out here getting that DC treatment where they forget how the hell characters are supposed to act.
Because if Thrawn returns as a villain, it ruins his whole character arc. Like everything that's been building up for the last few years is gone because he's, you know what? Instead of helping my own people, let's just go back to the Republic and
That's
I
fucking
don't
genocide.
know. Yeah, it's not his character, and why would he go back? The Empire
Well,
is gone.
Death Star 4, boys.
Yeah, I'm worried about it anyway. I'm really worried about it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also worried about the Kenobi series because, of course, they've been saying Kenobi will have a huge rematch with Vader.
Yeah, I know. They're hyping up this new duel, which I'm pretty sure it has to be a vision. It has to be. Because you cannot make them fight. You can't make them fight. Because it completely fucks up their duel in A New Hope.
Yeah, I agree.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If I do see it and it actually happens, I'm not going to be any less excited than I would be.
It would be cool to see.
Like,
it would be like the sequels.
After I finish watching it, I'm going to complain about it.
It will be like the sequels. Like you're gonna watch it for the first time and you think, "Hey, this is a really good story," and then
look how cool this is. Look at the shiny colors.
And then you think about the story and how it doesn't fit. Yeah, exactly. But then again, playing devil's advocate,
that's how I was. I'll admit this. The Last Jedi was actually my favorite Star Wars movie when I first went to go see it. Could you believe that?
Same. No, I believe because I had the same.
But then, like the day after, I'm just like, wait a minute. Did they just fucking kill Snoke? Did they do that? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why is Luke an idiot now? What's going on here? What?
Exactly. Like the movie was good, but it simply did not fit. It was good for a first time watching. It was basically good for a throwaway movie. You know, them one-time movies that don't carry a whole story. Basically, Rian Johnson's specialty, like that one new movie he brought out about a murder mystery, Knives Out. Yeah, of course, that's a really good movie because it doesn't have a trilogy. It doesn't have a whole canon behind it. It's a one-off movie.
And also, it's a murder mystery movie. So I mean, you could really only watch it once before
You know
like those types of movies you can't really watch multiple times.
You can watch 2 times. One time to be surprised, the second time to catch all the little secrets and Easter eggs they put in on the killer, doing stuff in the background or whatever. But no. What I would say is to play devil's advocate. It's a story can actually work. I mean, a duel can actually work in a story because Vader said, "When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I'm the master." He could be a learner in still the dark side stuff and whatever. He wasn't really a learner in, the Revenge of the Sith fight. So I could see that work, but I still don't want it personally, unless it's a vision.
That's the problem though, because if it is a vision, it's gonna be like a long vision. Like, that's gonna be like a whole episode dedicated to a vision. Like, there's no way.
Maybe
they're hyping this up. Like, this is like the main promotional material for this show right now. Just Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader and Ewan McGregor and him having a rematch. Like that's what's been the head of the promotional material. We don't know what the fucking story's gonna be like. We don't know what characters are gonna be in it. We just know Vader and Obi-Wan. That's it. That's all we know right now.
Facts. Yep. Facts. But what they can do is, you know how a Force Ghost often gives visions to Yoda when he was training. You know, the dark side vision, for example, where he met Bane. Yeah. Maybe Qui-Gon can give this to Obi-Wan as a trial, and a whole episode will be a Force Ghost trial, and he will basically have to accept the fact that his student has fallen. Maybe that's and maybe they will do like a huge duel in a vision, and maybe Obi-Wan has to do what he does in Episode 4, a little foreshadowing. He has to turn off his saber and accept, I won't fight this anymore. My student is really gone. Maybe something along those lines.
I just want to see Vader in a lightsaber fight. That's all I want, because we really have not seen that. We've seen Vader in Rogue One, but we haven't seen a modern Darth Vader lightsaber fight.
Another
with
live
like the
action,
modern
no.
CGI,
Yeah.
like with like some. I'm not saying he needs to have like fluid movements, but like you know what I mean. Like when
I
I
know,
say
yeah.
fluid movements, like it's not like stiffy mode, like
Episode
he can barely move
4.
his arms. Yeah, like because we saw Rogue One Vader. Like just imagine that Vader in a lightsaber duel. Like
That'll be awesome. And maybe, according to Kennedy, we're gonna get it. I just hope it fits the story. That's the main thing. Because, of course, I don't know if you've seen the new teaser trailer thingy where Obi-Wan said Obi-Wan, Jesus, where Ewan McGregor said, it's fun to have another swing at Hayden after such a long time.
that's the clip I saw. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's basically confirms, yeah, they're gonna have a duel together. I just hope it will fit in the story.
yeah.
But yeah. No, anyway, I think this is
Now,
the end.
before
Oh,
one last thing I
yes,
have to ask.
yes.
You brought up Star Wars. Now it's my turn to bring up Marvel. Did you see the new Spider-Man trailer?
I did. I did see. I waited, not on purpose or intentionally, but I waited till it came out, and I saw it when it came out. The trailer.
Yeah, that trailer was pretty nuts. Not gonna lie.
It was, yeah.
Did you see the Brazilian version?
I saw the editing mistake. Yeah. Where I don't know what the character's name was, but this one villain just got punched in the air, like by the air.
Lizard got punched in the dome by I wonder who. It's probably Spider-Man using some like telekinesis powers. Obviously, it's definitely not
Yes, yes.
Toby or Andrew kicking the shit out of him.
But it makes sense in the shot. Have you seen the thing that I sent you?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, I don't think I've even sent it to you. I think.
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't think I've gotten anything.
let me quickly look up the thing.
That whole shot, like it was cool when I first saw, but when I looked at it again, I'm just like, Lizard isn't even jumping towards Spider-Man. Electro's like 80 feet above him. The only person that's even considering hitting him is Sandman.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
everyone else is like missing, but I wonder who they're going towards. There's two spots open, and that one part where Spider-Man lands, like right before he jumps at them, like there's like it seems like he's perfectly in the middle of the screen for two other characters to be on the sides.
That was the that was exactly. There's a video I saw. I had to link it to you. Did I? No, I didn't. It's so stupid of me. I don't even know if I linked it to anyone. Let me just quickly look it up. Otherwise, I'll just send it to you after this podcast. But someone edited the Spider-Man trailer with having Garfield and stuff in it.
Oh, the Mighty Raccoon video? Yeah, I saw that. That was really good.
So yeah, no, yeah. Then you see the shot you were talking about. That Tom Holland was in the middle, Toby left, Andrew to his right. It made so much sense, and then, of course, where the Brazilian edit made the mistake, you saw all three Spider-Man jumping at one villain at a time.
There's some people saying that, I know you haven't seen the Amazing Spider-Man movie, so it doesn't make sense to you, but there's people saying that Andrew Garfield might be the person saving MJ.
Yeah, I saw that scene in the Amazing Spider-Man. I saw it on YouTube a few years ago, where he basically killed.
I don't want that. It'd be cool for redemption, but I want this Peter Parker to have his moments. Because I don't want this movie to be, it's these two Spider-Men in the spotlight. Because you gotta remember, this is still MCU Spider-Man. This isn't Amazing Spider-Man. This isn't Raimi Spider-Man. It's cool that they're in there, but you can't take away his moments. You can't really do that.
I have an unpopular opinion. What you said, I want to happen. Because I don't care about this MCU Spider-Man whatsoever. So yes, give me the Spider-Man that I grew up with. I just loved them the whole movie. Give him all the shine, please.
Well, from what the trailer seems like, it doesn't seem like they're going to be showing up until the final battle.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I'm really
Doctor Strange is going like they're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. But, I don't know who the hell he could be talking about. Like, you might as well just throw the Spider-Man theme song from the Raimi movies in there at that end into the trailer. You might as well,
But yeah, no, I just really hope. What do you think of Tom Holland actually not wanting to do more Spider-Man movies for a long time?
Well, because he said that after this third movie, he said that if he is going to be Spider-Man again, it's going to be different tonally. Like, it's going to be a different tone of Spider-Man movies, because at that point he would be in college. He would be like a lot more of an adult, more matured. Because from what Tom Holland has said himself, this movie's gonna be like really dark. Like shit's gonna happen to Spider-Man in this movie that apparently like you don't ever want to see happen to him. So this will really mature him. So the people that say that this Spider-Man has no fucking consequences, which is a lie. In Homecoming, he literally lost his suit for most of the movie. In Far From Home, he literally gave up a super weapon to the main villain, and nearly had Europe destroyed. And in this movie, apparently there's gonna be a lot of consequences. So the people that say that this man just never gets punished in any of his movies, they're just so full of shit. But
I don't really watch MCU movies, so I don't have anything to add here.
well, yeah. This is just for all the Raimi fanboys that they just say MCU Spider-Man bad. That's literally what they say most of the time.
And I agree, with no evidence. No, I'm not a blind hater. I did watch the Spider-Man MCU movies, and they were good. They were fun. I still prefer the Raimi ones though.
Have you seen the Amazing Spider-Man ones?
Amazing, no. I'm gonna watch them before I'm gonna watch the cinema ones.
Honestly, Amazing Spider-Man 1, I feel like is extremely underrated. Like, I watched it the other day, and it is not as bad as people say it is. I like to see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man more as a realistic take on Peter Parker. People are saying, oh, he's too cool to be Peter Parker, but I mean, like, there's not really dorks and nerds now. Like, I mean, they're there, but, like, there's not really, like,
Not the ones from the 60s. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I've been to like 3 schools. I have not seen a nerd getting bullied at a school. Like I just don't see that.
I have, but I'm sorry. I have to cut this podcast short because I have to go to the recording session. So
Okay.
for the people, I'm 3 minutes late and they're adding me, even though I was the one I was the one who organized this.
I would have brought up the whole Spider-Man thing if I knew you were on a tight schedule.
No worries. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you, Omega, for being here.
Yep.
So yeah, as I said, for the first time it's on Spotify. So yeah, if you're on YouTube and you want to listen to this using less data, you can go to Spotify. That's the only reason I do this, by the way. But no, yeah, thank you. And the next guest will be someone who I met in chronological order. So if you know some bit of my channel lore, you know who it's gonna be. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Omega, and take care.